Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Actually, forget to click the subscribe button. My channel sucks and I never post, but that's besides the point. I hope everyone is having a great start to their 2019 year. I know that for me, 2018 was not the best year, but it was definitely a year of learning for me. And I think I've noticed on the internet that a lot of people said that 2018 was a learning year. But I've been gone from the internet for 2 weeks, a little bit over 2 weeks actually. I was gone for 21 days, which is a lot of days without internet. And I don't know how I did it, but you know what? It's done. So anyways, today's video is kind of a reflection of why I was gone for 21 days. I think it needs more explanation, but basically, I went to India and it was quite an experience. I did not vlog or film or do any of that fun jazz in India because kind of just wanted to have some time to myself, just some personal time with my family and kind of learn about life and what life is like in India. So I did not film any of it. I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys if anybody here is interested in going to India or is planning on going to India or just kind of wants to know about what life is like in India. I thought I would make a quick video kind of explaining a couple things that you should know if you're traveling to India. I have everything written on my handy dandy trusty laptop that is pretty much broken. Look, this is my laptop case. So yeah, that just kind of happened in TSA. The first thing I want to start off with is transportation. Within India, there's many different types of transportations that you can take. I specifically stayed in my hometown, so I took an e-rickshaw a lot, but there are a lot of other methods, and all of these methods are stuff that I've tried in India. Specifically, the most ones I took were e-rickshaws and Ola cabs. So I'm just going to list everything over here. It'll be somewhere on the screen over here. But these are all the different methods of transportation that I could think of and that I used personally when I was traveling to India. But these are public methods. Private methods would be if your family owns a car or you have a friend who owns a private vehicle that they can pick you up and drop you off with. Directions are very different in India, and usually your driver does not know where they're driving. So I suggest you download the Google Maps app. Google Maps is your best friend, and they tell you the best methods, the best routes in order to reach your location. And the second thing is sometimes you're gonna have to stop your car and ask someone on the side of the road how to get to that place. But usually when those people are giving directions, it's not like, oh, take a right at 5th Avenue or whatever, like 1st Street, you know what I mean? It's not like that. Usually they give directions based on landmarks. So they'll be like, oh, you see that water tank over there, take a left from the water tank and go straight ahead. And you see that cow over there? Yeah, you're gonna take a right, and it's kind of like that. They usually look at landmarks and give directions based off of that. So that's also something you should look out for. And when you're giving directions to your driver, make sure you're telling them not the street name, but telling them to take a right here and straight ahead. And you yourself should know the location that you are driving to. So Google Maps, very helpful. The next section we're going to go into is homestay. If you're staying at someone's house, maybe you're going to a relative's house, or maybe you're staying at your parents' or grandparents' house in India. For me personally, I stayed at my grandma and my grandpa's house on my mom's side. So I want to talk about some of the things you should know when you're at someone's house in India and how to kind of live. The first thing I recommend is buying one of those face masks that people wear. It's kind of like those surgical masks. Highly suggest it. You should definitely buy it. And also, if you're staying the night over there, if you have little kids or maybe your grandparents snore a lot like mine do, I suggest getting earbuds or earplugs so you can kind of have a good night's sleep. If you're somebody that struggles with sleeping and can't sleep easily, if you need all quiet or all silence while sleeping. Another custom that's I've seen or I've noticed in India is giving gifts. Whenever you come to someone's house, usually the people always come with chocolate or chips or something like candy for the little kids. But honestly, what I've noticed with my cousins is candy is like every kid's crack. Every kid is on some kind of drug when they eat chocolate, at least in my family. So my recommendation is don't get anything that will keep those kids hyper if you are staying overnight, because you don't want to deal with the hyper children. Trust me, every kid in India, I feel like, is obsessed with chocolate. Cadbury is their dream food, but you do not want to foster that habit into these kids. So I've kind of devised some new gift ideas that you could give any children that you're visiting in India. And I'm just gonna put them up on the screen. And these are based off of age. And I think the best gift you can give is to someone's child, because I mean, in India, family is everything. Give them something useful. I think clothes are very useful. Baby items like bottles, diapers, things like, not diapers, I would say baby bottles and bibs, something like that that can be used for a while and can possibly be passed down from child to child. So, and I did want to expand on meeting elders and family. Respect is something that is very differently showed in India than in the United States. For example, in the United States, you hear a lot of people say please and thank you and have a nice day. And these are phrases that are very prominently used in the United States, but in India it is very differently given. For example, every time you meet somebody that's new, people usually hold their hands like this and they say namaste or namaskar. And when you meet a family member that's older than you, we touch their feet, and that's like the way that Indians in India show their respect and their love to one another. So that's very important. If you're meeting your grandparents or your aunts or uncles, make sure you're touching their feet. If maybe there's a friend that you're meeting that's older than you, you just hold your hands like this and you say namaste. And that's kind of respect in a nutshell. Materialistic things are not of a lot of value in India. I don't know how to explain this actually, but like a person would be more thankful if you gave them your blessings than if you handed them, like, let's say a t-shirt. Like if you bought someone a brand new shirt, or maybe you got someone a brand new laptop. Like materialistic things are of less value. Of course they're going to be thankful, but it's of less value than blessings. Blessings is something that everyone asks from their elders. In Hindi we call that ashirvad, and it's works miracles. With all your elders' blessings, it can take you so far in life, and that is something that is kind of built into our cultural beliefs. And also one thing I wanted to say is that culture and religion are very closely intertwined in India, and you could be Christian, but you're still going to be touching people's feet. You're still going to be saying namaste. And these are things that people are taught since childhood. And that's something I feel like you should understand very well. I definitely think you should do your research on India and know India's history, because when people do small talk, it's usually on the history of India, and history and religion are very closely intertwined because our religion is part of our history. And India has a huge and very long history, years and years of things that have happened. And one book I really recommend, actually, let me go grab that book. All right, so I'm back with the book. Here it is. It's called the Mahabharata. A very interesting and important book to our India's history, and our religion is part of our history, as I've said before. I love I'm using the term our, even though I'm a US citizen, but just understand what I mean is India's history and religion are pretty much the same thing. They're very closely intertwined, and you should definitely read some type of version of the Mahabharata. This one is of short stories, and this one's actually written in English. This is by Kishan Lal Verma. Oh, the artwork is by, I don't even know who it's by, but it's a really good book. And this one's just short stories of the events that happened in the Mahabharata. And each short story, or each kind of scene of the Mahabharata, has a very important and interesting life lesson. And these are stories that my dad actually, ever since my childhood, has always told me. Anytime in my life that I've needed advice, my dad has always cited this bad boy here. So I definitely recommend reading this and learning more about India's history before traveling. That way, when you see our monuments, when you see everything, the action in real life, it makes more sense to you and it can resonate with you more, because India is a land that is kind of different than other countries, and it has a very rich history that people to this day remember, especially because I actually don't really know how to explain it, but when you travel India, you'll understand. So I definitely recommend you travel India at some point in your life. But this is kind of me rambling on at this point. I really don't have any structure anymore to what I'm saying, but overall, I wanted to give a recap of how my trip went. I learned a lot of interesting life lessons and things, and I feel like, I don't really know, I'm really going off on a rant now, but that trip really kind of opened my eyes on how the real world is, and I'm really blessed and really grateful to have been able to go to India at 15, because I mean, this is kind of, I'm a sophomore, so I have to study, and it was really hard for me to make time. I missed an entire week of school for this trip, and even missing one day gives me a lot of anxiety and stress. So just imagine me going to school tomorrow. I'm so not excited to go back to school, but I have like 14 tests. I literally have to take like 4 tests. I think I have a test in every single class tomorrow, which is amazing. And I have not started studying, which is great because I'm filming this YouTube video, and then I'm going to edit the YouTube video, and then I need to start packing, and I'm for school. Everything's going really fast. Oh, I'm just kind of going on a rant. We'll see how this editing thing works out for me. But it was good and it was bad. I think at some point in your life, everybody should go to India. And if you ever want to go to India, I mean, just hit me up because I would love to give you a tour of India and show you what the country's all about. And I have 23 minutes of footage. This is great. I'm so excited to edit all of this. But thank you so much for listening to my rant. That's kind of all I have to say today. We'll figure out something else to say tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, like, whatever the fun kids are saying these days. You know, do whatever you want at this point. Give this video a dislike. I don't care. I mean, I kind of will later, but I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching this video. You made it this far in the video. Good for you. Good. I don't think I'm going to make it this far in editing it, so I'm proud of you. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good for you. But yeah, that's all I have to say today. And also, side note, I lost 8 pounds. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Alright, I hope everyone has a great 2019. I'm super pumped for this year. Let's see where this year takes us. We're just going on this journey and adventure together. Same place, same time. Not really, I never upload. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching this video. I hope you liked it. And I'll see you in some other next video. Bye!